Well, we've been collecting games. I have two partners and been collecting games for over 30 years individually. We've been doing a lot of shows over the years, traveling exhibits, that type of thing. And it just got to the point where, the stuff was starting to get worn from just, constantly moving it all the time. And we wanted a permanent home where people could enjoy the stuff, 364 days a year, whatever. And we ended up here in Frisco. The city was very forward-thinking. Frisco's a great city. And they were really interested. They're trying to attract a lot of tech people, and they liked the product that we proposed, and they were willing to invest in it. Again, it's pretty much everything from the beginning up to modern-day consoles. There is a lot of nostalgia based in here, so you see a lot of the older stuff, because the newer stuff, not that it's not important, but it hasn't reached that age yet where it's basically, belongs in a museum, so to speak, or that we're in danger of not being able to preserve it properly. And it's just, important to maintain that stuff in some type of working order just for people to enjoy, The 80s arcade really speaks to my time of growing up, socializing, Friday and Saturday night, the scenes of time that we've created. So in addition to the arcade, you have the mock video game store, you have the 80s bedroom, the 80s living room. Those really, not only because they're game centered, or centered around games, but they also evoke the nostalgia of growing up in that era. We don't like museums. My partners and I can't stand museums because unless you're really into that subject matter, they're boring, right? You're looking at stuff, you're reading stuff, and maybe you get to twist a couple of knobs or something, that's it. So we wanted to turn that whole concept on its head and say, hey, this is fully interactive. You get to touch everything, you get to play everything. My name is John Hardy, and I'm one of the founders of the National Video Game Museum. I welcome you to come out and play and learn about the history of video games.